Hopefully it turns out well, though.
Okay, guys. Well,
Yeah,
unfortunately, due to technical difficulties and my dumbass, I haven't been live the entire time, and I'm now live. Welcome, guys, to the live stream. We're gonna redo all of that that just happened. So join the couch if you want to be part of the, not Beth, anyone but Beth and Sipsu can join the couch and be allowed to talk about how they're expecting their race to go. Gilo has qualified in. Get out of the way, Beth. Gilo is qualified in first position, on pole position. Renault is followed behind in second and third. Ferret is in fourth. My stutter is very evident right now. Crisis has managed to get a P5 start. They've managed to get a average position, starting position around P6. So we'll see how Crisis does. And Ferret is joining us on the couch. Ferret, how are you expecting tonight's race to go?
This is not a track that I'm confident with. The recent changes, I've not been too happy with them. I've not really been too comfortable, with the race. But I think that if we can put it all together, there's 3 pits, so it's quite a strategy-heavy place, and we've been good with the strategy recently. So if we can get everything together, I reckon. I wouldn't say a winner's on the hands, as Gilo is here, but I do kind of want to get back on the podium. I'm starting just outside, but I think it can be done. So I'm pretty confident with my start as well. So
you mentioned pit strategy. I think we all know at this point that your pit strategy is pit at the last second. Is there any different types of strategies that you might be implementing?
Yes, we do have a plan B, as I spoke about earlier, but I won't go into that as we got Gabe here. But basically, we could, in theory, completely change our strategy, but I don't know how confident I am in that. It's a possibility. I think I might have to continue with my personal strategy. I'll try to talk about whenever I can. We did try to bring a strategist to this race. We got F2 Ret, my friend. I've kind of forced him into BMW, but he's not been unbanned yet, so it doesn't look like we're getting that this week. So the strategy is up for grabs, and Gabe realistically could take this away from us, especially with Saab next to him.
Now this is looking like it's going to be a very, very lucky race, and unfortunately the BRWC option is not available for this race. So I think that starting grid going down and everyone getting kicked out is going to determine what happens in this race. Now you're starting in 4th. Do you have any hope that you're going to be able to get a good start?
Yes, I have been practicing my starts this morning, and I think that there might be a way. But we'll find out realistically. I think that nobody's gonna stay in the same position past that first corner, and especially not towards the end of the lap. The positions will be all over the place. We just got to try to factor that in to our strategy, because I've been doing really good whenever there's loads of back markers. Whenever the conditions are horrible, that's when I've been at my best, especially Maracaibo, my first win, and Australia. That was all down to back markers. So I'll see if I can utilize them in the same way, but it could go any way with back markers. It could go any way with the slag. So.
Well, it was a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you the best of luck in today's race. We're going to go on a little bit of a walkabout now. We are going to be heading to the new corners of the track that have been added. New as in they weren't before in the last year's track. Now there is one chicane that a lot of drivers have been complaining about. I'm just going to go have a look at it. It's under the stadium. This is one thing I love about this track, is the fact that there is a bit under the stadium, and I have run out of food. This is quality commentating, as you can see.
There's literally cobwebs on the track. Someone get rid of them.
That's just bananas for Mario Kart.
Whereabouts?
Right, now it's right about here is this chicane that drivers have been getting quite annoyed about. It is possible to do full send it straight in, and it is possible to just get a block stop with the snow, but it's going to be interesting to see what drivers choose to use as their strategy. What the hell is that? Oh, we found the track builder. This is another bit that has been added to the track. It's a very, very long hairpin. I've tried it out. It's very hard to get a block stop for me personally. And again, I'm not a driver, but it's looking like it might be a wallbang opportunity. But it's going to be interesting. That's going to be another overtaking position, in my opinion, on this track. There's a lot of opportunities to overtake. As we know in EarthMC Formula 1, anytime you're about to overtake someone, it's very likely you will get a lag spike and absolutely crumble. Thank you very much for the food. Are there any boats anywhere? Because I could really do with that. I think I know what a boat is. There's just some extra pits that the track has. We found the boat. Here we go. We're going to take you on a little bit over those sections of track that they've added. It's a lot of blue ice, a lot of opportunities for technical moments. As you can see, that was the hairpin there, and this is the chicane coming into it.
Yeah, the invis is apparently fabby.
Ah. There was a note of an invader on the track. Evidently that has been solved, which is a good thing, because otherwise this could have been very, very bad. Because as I mentioned earlier, there's no BRWC version of this track. There's no other way we could do it unless it's on FMC, unfortunately. Now it's going to be looking like about 17 drivers today. Warsaw boats, just get rid of this. About 17 drivers. Moa GP doesn't look like they're going to be having any drivers. Audi last minute is now going to be having 2 drivers. It looked like it was just going to be 1. It's now going to be 2. Indochina.
I've got breaking news.
Sorry?
I've heard that, I don't know if I can make this public, but Gilo, he's going to be late, apparently. Which means that he might be being replaced by Talvi. This is breaking news. This is, I've literally just been told this.
News as it comes in.
What are the news?
Gilo, he might not come.
Damn.
How many laps is this race?
21.
Oh, that.
21.
That's good.
Thank you.
21 laps. 3 pits. So when you do the line, make sure you do the line over the pit lane as well.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it up there?
So the following procedure is all drivers go up 1 spot if Jill is in racing, and Tali starts P16. Okay.
P1 baby.
This is so.
Wow.
That's if he's not here. That's if he's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, Faxio's racing apparently.
Yep.
100% confirmed Jill racing.
Sorry?
100% confirmed Jill is in racing.
Isn't.
Yeah.
No.
It's confirmed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Aw, what? Why?
This literally changes everything, though. My entire strategy's out. Oh, okay, well.
Well, there goes Acceleron chances to actually become world champions once again.
Thrown again. It's like Ferrari.
I have to redo the graphics, because this gives actually 1 more point to Gabe. Congratulations, you're 1 point.
Why?
No, because you are in pole position.
No,
If
but
Talvi
Gilo got
races-
pole from
No, but he got pole from quali, so it doesn't give
Yeah,
him a
but-
point.
No, but Talvi is replacing him. Giro
Yeah.
is withdrawing from the entire weekend if he's not racing today, and Talvi is replacing him.
What? I don't know if that
I don't agree
works.
with that. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either, and I'd get a point. I want it. I don't care. Realistically, if a driver gets on pole, in real life, if a driver gets on pole, they get a point, right? If they bin it on their formation lap, then they keep that point.
No, but in this case, they're not DNFing. It's just
They're
getting
DNS.
replaced.
They're DNSing. The same would apply. DNQ,
Yeah, it's
DNS,
disappointing.
DNP, whatever the fuck. And either way, they still get their points from their qualification.
We should have clarified that before.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It's set in stone now.
I'll just give Gilo point. That's no problem.
Yeah, you can
We'll
give
have
them.
to-
You can give them
This
one point.
time, Gilo will keep the points,
Don't crouch.
but we'll have to clarify the rules after this.
At least we get to see Talby again. I've been waiting to see Talby back on the track.
Wait. 80% confirmed. Maybe Gilo can race.
Yeah, it's not
I
confirmed, is
hate
it?
this. Basically, changes the entire grid. But
Is it confirmed or not?
80% says no one.
It's up on Allah.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait 5 minutes, yeah. After the.
Um, someone on the math, you know how many laps we have to race today? Will be fewer laps. Than
I think it's
usual.
21. right?
Fedra, can you allow Bob into the party? And he's not allowed to type in the party chat, obviously.
What?
So you know, Bob
Yeah,
is
he's
not.
on party chat for.
He's not allowed to
Do it.
be. He's not allowed to view it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, no, it shouldn't be allowed because it basically gives him the chance to text whatever happens.
Well, yeah. If we can't prevent him from texting, but if he does, then it's like unbelievable consequences. So he's not going to.
Yeah, I mean, we still share the race results via the chat.
If Bob says if he texts in party chat, disqualification from World Constructors Championship.
Sounds reasonable. I will actually disqualify Renault if it happens. Just saying.
Bob, make sure you do not type in party chat. Holy shit. I'd actually just rather he isn't in, to be honest. I don't even trust this guy. Can you just if yeah, fair. Bob, you better not. But Bob can still see it. Right?
I think it's better for him just not to be in the chat. But if he wants to risk it.
Just type in town chat, Bob.
Bob, you can watch my stream, Bob. If you want.
Let's prevent this.
Oh yeah, you can also watch this. You can watch. Oh well, no, because we want to be in this by ourselves.
I'll kick him because he maybe typed some random shit, and I have to disqualify him because I said so. But it's stupid. I'll just kick him from the chat, and that will be best for everyone. Yeah. I never said anything about it. I just say you weren't allowed. Can you just watch the streaming
What the
that I'm sure will do or join here? We'll be commenting the race far more here than in the other chat. don't know
Oh, I
if
keep
it's-
adding duck as duck 6 goes quack, I swear to God.
Why in the what? What's different?
It's what's it? It's like the art you have to interpret, you know. It goes to my head.
Man,
Oh.
Yeah, but Bob, I have the mod, but it doesn't matter. If I screen share, you're only going to see my position. So we want
No, but Anchor will be doing the
Yeah.
stream.
Anchored's going to be doing a stream, but
And
I've sent you the mod. Just install it, and I can tell you how to set it up.
yeah, we'll better for it.
Bob did keep track of the pits last race. He's the one who keeps track of the pits every race, realistically.
Yeah.
So we need someone to take his job, by the way.
No, I mean I'm recording the race, so
Yeah, but I mean, like, for people who want information. I mean, yeah, never mind. What the fuck is this?
This is my new Italian brainrot animal.
What?
Look at this.
Is there a concept for the race or not yet? I'll just create it here. Anyway. Oh, I gotta use sticks as well for the line. What was pole lap? 75 seconds?
Alright, and let's start.
It was realistic. It was 60. Oh no, it was 75 seconds, I think.
Is proper rubber blade?
Wait, no, it wasn't. Was it 1 minute with 5?
Yeah, 70. No, then 65.
65.2 seconds.
Yeah,
but yeah. So just do 65 as the lap, because that's like the fastest achievable, I think.
Yeah, maybe let's say 52 seconds as fastest. Tell me what in the world. The boat is so I don't know.
Bombardillo crocodillo. There's actually a lot of people racing today.
Tralalero, tralala.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 still. Nice.
Oh, Fazio is here. No, Fazio. Wait. Fazio is P16 and Talvi is P17 because Fazio is ahead on the standings. So
Will track invade for money. It's just awful.
Where's Irish?
it's Irish. Oh, there. No, that's simple stuff. It's Irish. So is it confirmed? It's 21 laps.
Yeah. I think that's what Fabi put in.
All right, Pi. I think it's time to go into our VC and discuss strategy because I need to shut down all my tabs anyway. Bye bye.
Bye guys. Good luck.
Anyone has pale oak? I don't know what's it called. Aldi boat. Any boat for Fazio, please.
I don't have it.
Oh, proper
race.
race as well. It will be P18 and Merwick was as well, right? Pale oak.
Merway.
Irish, are you
Maybe.
dumb, bro? Head to
It's a
the
present,
place.
bro.
I'm actually worried about Sav.
Sav's not here.
He's here, but he's gonna fucking bum me. T1, I'm worried.
Yes, Irish.
Just lava bucket your way through. Yeah, thanks. Or cut through the track and place my boat again. Great ideas.
Okay, so it's gate P1. Sub P2, right?
Right, Bob. Is Bob here?
Oh, I have to go from back to front to the
Does it work?
positions, right?
Is your wait, Bob?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he is here. Okay.
Oh, what's that?
Alright, Bob, go in a different VC. I can tell you how to set it up. Let's go to Quantum. I mean, Renault. Oh shit. Alright, good luck everyone else.
Why do people gotta have such complicated names to put in this damn bot? Jesus. Blaming you, Irish. Wait, Gino's here. Oh my god. It'd be hilarious if everyone has to move again. Does it sound good? Are you genuinely... Is it actually sound happy with my mic? Because no one normally says that unless something's happening with the mic. Oh my god, I'm falling down. Can you all actually hear me? Fake ID. Right. Let's turn my light on so I can see this incredible race that's going to be happening. Absolutely incredible race. Gilos are appeared, and now everyone's going to have to be moved back one place. It's going to be starting late. This is absolute mayhem, and I have 18 drivers in my mod right now. But I should probably remove Fatty because they're not here. I just What's up? What's up? What's up, Simply Stuff? My mic is broken. Can you not hear me? Okay, you can hear me in GPC. You're just lying. Multiplayers. Add 32. Gilo. Ferret. I got Sab. Oh, I have Crisis. I have Pi. I have Semicolon. Fatty isn't here. I have Sepul. Yep. I have Irish. Yep. I have B Boss. I have Duck 5 Go Quack. I have Fabi Nostalgia. I have Sipsu. Got Sipsu. I have Beth. I have Beth. I have Faxio. I have Proper. So I have 17 drivers. Am I missing someone? No eggs, no cart kids, no Fatty. Right, what is this? What do you want? What do you want from me? My mic isn't broken. Someone just said it isn't broken. I'm gonna check my... Right, live stream. The mic is working on the live stream, so I don't want to hear it from anyone that my mic isn't working. I'm going to stay in the middle so I can like move around. Alright. Well, it's shaping up to be an exciting... I'm just going to message Federer. I can't hear your mic, by the way. Just in case he doesn't realise his mic isn't working again. So, 32 Judo had pole. Then he said he wasn't coming, so then it wasn't going to be pole. But now he's got pole again because he's back again. So, 32 Judo is here, followed by Gabe, followed by Sab, then Ferret's. My mic is bugged. Oh, right, I'm going to leave and rejoin. What about now? Is my mic bugged now? Can you hear now? That down a little bit. Am I muted or something? Is that what's happened? Nope. Discord says I am muted. I'm now unmuted. What about now? Livestream says Livestream can hear me. That's good. Discord says I am. I'm now unmuted. Ferret just gave a bunch of gold to Federer. That looks like a bribe if I've ever seen it in broad daylight. That's good. Why do I keep getting server muted, bro? I can't hit Federer very well either. Why do I keep getting server muted, bro? Well, guys, this is just going to be me on my own. Can't hear Federer, fortunately. And they are off. Well, guys, this is just going to be me on my own. Let's turn off the live stream so I can hear myself think. Oh, who is it? It looks like Gino's got in the best. Ferret in second. I'm going to say that's Sub in third, Pi in fourth, Gabe in fifth. And it looks like Crisis followed by Semicolon and Fabi. I decided to go in the middle so I can be able to like have a look at different parts of the track. Give myself a nice field of view. We've got the shaders on. It's looking kind of ooh la la. Gonna try and not track invade, but I'm sorry if I do. I'm blind. I won't be track invading. Right, we're gonna watch them come out of the tunnel, and it's 32 Gilo who comes out first, followed by Ferret, followed by Gabe, and Pi is indeed in fourth. I need to get back to the start line because my mod's going to not work. For goodness sakes, I forgot about that. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb, bro. I'm so dumb. I didn't start my race. Right, guys, unfortunately the mod isn't going to work because I forgot to start my race on the mod. So everything's going to be completely out of line, which is very, very sad. But we're going to use it to figure out the laps. And Federer hopefully should be saying it in chat. But we're going to be trying following it manually. So we know that Ferret is in, Gilo's in P1, followed by Ferret, followed by Pi, etc. So that's how we're going to follow it. It's doable because of how little we have. But we do know that DuckDuckGo, sorry, DuckDuckGo, my bad. It's Duck, Phoebos, followed by Faxo, Paparopa, Sipsu, Sab, Beth, Irish, Fabi, and Sapple. Through goes 32 Gilo in P1, Ferret behind in P2. That's Gabe in P3. So Ferret has managed to successfully overtake Gabe. Pi, what a start. Gotten up into P4 from P6. I believe that's Crisis Q in P5. Semicolon in P6. Fabi pitted. P7 is Duck. P8 is Phoebos. P9 is 56 Faxio. Up from P16 to P9. What a start, but they've got some time to climb. Behind Faxio is Proper, followed by Sab, who's overtaken Sipsu. Beth has also overtaken Sipsu. Has Sipsu pitted? That's the question. Irish, followed by Fabi Nostalgia, sorry, followed by Seppel, who has not had a great start whatsoever. The two Audi drivers are basically swapped positions there. It seems Sipsu has pitted, which means Seppel is in last place. Coming through for lap 3, I believe. It's 32 Gino in P1, followed by Ferret, followed by Gabe. Same top runners there. Same front runners there, sorry. Pi in P4. P5, Crisis Q, P6, Semicolon. No idea if anyone can even hear me. Faxio coming through behind Phoebos. Where will Proper come? Proper Phoebos is only 2.5 seconds behind Duck. I'm going to leave the Discord call just because I can't hear anything. Leave the stage. Let's head back to... Oh my god, Bob's has just spawned in front of me. Jesus Christ. So, Gilo's come through P1. They've overtaken Beth. Gabe is P2, overtaken Ferret, who's in P3. It's going to be interesting to watch the front runners slowly climb and lap the people. That's going to be very fun to watch. Crisis, Semicolon, still in the same positions. Only Ferret and Gabe that have swapped. Sipsu is not behind Semicolon. That's the point. No, Sipsu is pitted. Sipsu is last behind Seppel, I believe. That gap between Duck and Phoebos has grown, but the gap between Phoebos and Faxio has shrunken. Faxio is 1.5 seconds, well, 1.3 seconds behind Phoebos. Proper Upper, nowhere to be seen. They're going to assume they pitted just because how big that gap is. There we go, Proper Upper's come through. 17 seconds behind Faxio. Irish, 2 seconds behind Proper. Those two battled it out yesterday in F3, Formula 3. Seppel, 1.6 seconds behind Irish. They've made a climb. Or have they made a climb? Fabi is behind Seppel. There's a big group there. They're all going to get past... well, it seems Proper Upper's the one. Ferret comes through in P1. They've overtaken Ferret, Judo and Gabe. Gabe nowhere to be seen. Gilo pits, that's why Ferret's overtaken. So Ferret's P1, Gilo's P2, Crisis P3, Pi is P4, Crisis overtaken Pi, Semicolon in P6, Duck in P7. Where is Phoebos? Huge gap here. Sipsu, Phoebos has had to have pitted because that gap is... Oh my god, he hasn't pitted. 11 seconds between the two, Duck and Phoebos. Where is 56 Faxio as well? Nowhere to be seen. These are huge gaps on this track. Oh, and that's Proper. who's overtaken Faxio. Faxio's come through the line. Not too sure if they pitted or not. Irish behind Faxio. Sub behind Irish. Oh my god. Ferret comes through P1. Gilo in P2. Crisis in P3. Pi in P4. Semicolon in P5. Gabe in P6. Dark in P7. There's that huge gap of massive clean air. A lot of opportunity to catch up as other people get slowed down. Gabe is back, but he's in P14, sorry. That's wildly confusing, especially since this is already confusing. Now, to keep track, this is genuinely one of the most confusing grids you've ever seen. Let's be honest here. Phoebos is behind. Fax is behind Phoebos and Proper. Huge gap of races there, about 6 of them, and Ferret is right behind them. But Gilo basically caught up. Oh my gosh, Gilo is 3 seconds behind Ferret. Crisis Q in 3rd. He's with the pack. Pi the Head is not. This is pretty good position for Crisis Q, as there's a lot of traffic between him and, well, his nemesis, which is now Semicolon, as I believe Pi is pitted. There goes Pi. It doesn't seem like he's pitted. That took too long, to be honest. Too quick, sorry, for a pit. It's 7 out of 21 laps. It's 3 pits, I believe. Just gonna go double check that. We're gonna go check that. It is 3 pits, which is a lot of pits. About 1 every 7, and we are at that 7. So, will we see a lot of people pit? That is the question. What is that gap between Proper and Duck? How is it that big, and when will the driver come through? There is Proper. 33 seconds behind Duck. That gap is growing. And it seems the drivers are stuck behind him. Can they get past Proper? Because they've got to close that gap between them and Duck. 32 Judo comes over the line in front of Ferret, who seems to have had a tumble and a fall. I'm missing Ferret. Is Ferret pitted? I can only assume that. Crisis Q comes. Crisis makes an overtake in the pit lane. Very confused by that. It seems Crisis and Ferret both pitted, possibly even Pi, as Gilo takes a huge lead currently. No idea how big that lead is again, because it's the most scuffed tracking you've ever seen. Kind of find it really hard to track currently. Apart from Gilo comes through P1. No idea who's in P2. I'm looking at this, and Gilo, and then we've got Fabi, Faxio, Sab, Phoebos, Seppel, Irish. It's not them. It must be Semicolon in P2, Pi in P3, Crisis P4, Ferret P5, Gabe P6. Then it goes to Duck P7. Alright, Gilo, then it's Semicolon, Pi, Crisis, Ferret crosses the line, Gabe right behind, much quicker lap than Ferret there by a whole 6 seconds. Tricky. Important to note that the 30-second gap between Duck and Proper is 51 seconds currently. Has that gap grown? Gilo is the next person behind Proper. He's arrived in front of Proper, who has now come over the line. Oh, it's looking like he I've caught up then. My gosh, is that a 23-second gap now? That's almost half of what, more than half than what it was. Fabi, 0.5 seconds behind proper. Incredibly close. I am recording this race purely because I knew I'd mess something up, because that's just how things go. A lot of 70-second laps. We've seen a couple below 70. There's one from Farah, 68. Even quicker, Gabe, 66. Gabe is like a whole lap down though, because Gabe is in about P13 apparently. Trying to make the climb, but it's not going to happen because he's stuck behind Ferret. So he's going to have to overtake Ferret and then overtake a bunch of other people before he has to then overtake Ferret again. Alright, what is the gap between Duck and proper? Gilo crosses the line, 14 seconds. Then we're going to add that to the gap between Gilo and proper. I assume it's going to be any second now. Here we go. It's 36 Faxio. Then Sab has lap 12, Gilo first, Semi seconds. Ferret is in third. Pi in fourth. Crisis in fifth. Duck in sixth. Is Faxio's in seventh, up from 17th place. Now the gap between Duck and Faxio is about, I want to say 25 seconds in my maths. That doesn't sound right to me according to my maths, but it's whatever. Watch Sabs after in P8, Fabi in 9th, Seppo in 10th, Proper in 11th, Gabe in 12th, Vboss in 13th, Irish in 13th, Boss in 14th. No idea what, Federer had a mental breakdown there. Gilo comes through in P1. Where is P2? That gap is shrinking between Duck, Gilo and Faxio, and that's what we like to see. They're two quite strong drivers. Faxio hasn't done any practice on this track, so he's basically doing this blind. A lot of back markers coming through here. Semicolon, that's P2 coming through. It's currently Salomon 1, P1, P2 currently, which would be an incredible finish for the team, an incredibly strong finish for the Constructors Championship. Vboss around P13 currently. Ferret and Crisis crossing the line, so is Pi. I mean, Pi is. Here comes Gilo, P1. Where is Faxio? Faxio 9. That is now 13 seconds. It's gone from like 24 to 18 to 13 seconds between Duck, Gilo, and Faxio. Sab is very close, 2.5 seconds behind Faxio. They're all gaining a lot. Sipsu records an 87-second lap. Lap 15, here we go. Lap 15? Don't know how that's possible. Gilo's in P1. Dark is made into P5, Pi is in P6, Faxio is in P7. So that... Judo's almost lapping every single person. Wow. Sab P8, that gap is huge. Fabi P9, Proper P10. Seppel being overtaken by Proper. Seppel's now P11. Gabe has made his way up to P12. Gabe is realistically, at this point, fighting for insufficient points. Is Ferret going to be able to take the lead here in the Drivers' Championship? It seems likely, as long as he just doesn't mess up. It's going to be a huge game in the Drivers' Championship. Gila records a 65-second lap. So Buchanan comes through in P2. I think that's all back markers. Is P3 Ferret, P4 Crisis. Is that an overtake on Ferret? P4 Pi, or I think I might be tripping. P4 was Pi, P5 is Pi. Gilo comes through, nearly overtaking Pi. Faxio is right behind Gilo. 2 seconds. Where's P2? P2 nowhere to be seen. P2, there we go, coming through semicolon, not even a bad lap in 69 seconds. But P1, P2 for Celeron. BMW's fighting at the top. That's going to be good for them, the constructors as well, but not as good as the Celeron P1, P2 currently. Crisis is doing well for Warzor Pegasus and himself personally. He's going to make some good gains on Faxio. Is not having the best race in P7. Version Judo consistent laps. Faxio 66 second lap, gaining on 32 Gilo, who himself is gaining on Sab, and that's the order of the pack that they're in. It's amazing how the order was wrong and somehow Gilo has managed to make the order correct again. Semicolon also climbing through the ranks as Ferret is as well. You can just see them making them out. Ferret Judo, Semicolon, Ferret, Crisis, Pi. Crisis and Pi, the only two that are actually close enough to make a determination in the order. Everyone else, it's what happens. You know, you get stuck in traffic and you overtake, you lap someone. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Faxio, I think, overtakes or laps Sab as I think Sab and Gino both pit. Huge for Faxio, as that's a lot of. As the race director forgets that it's 3 laps, 3 pits on his own thingy bobby. But Haxio is not in third. That ain't no way. A lot of confusion around the pits. It was messaged in the server, so it was very evident it was 3 pits. It's going to be interesting to see the order. I think Baxia has yet to pit a couple times, so that's important to remember. A lot of drivers are a lot of laps down apparently. Just going to remove Tauri from the list. Giro finishes in P1. No idea if anyone can even hear me. Hopefully people can hear me. I don't know what the order is. I can't hear Federer. Sab is P2. I don't believe that in the slightest. Ferret P3. It appears might have been some lag issues, but a lot of stuff has just happened. A lot of stuff has just happened. Baxter gets P5 apparently. Saab gets P2. I don't believe it, to be honest. I can't believe it. Don't know how I keep getting 7 meters.
That was diabolical.
Can you hear me, Ferret?
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Can
Ferret's not in here.
Oh, Gabe, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate.
I'm very confused. People couldn't hear me. I didn't start the race, so my mod is actually out of sync.
Fed. That was awful. We shouldn't have done this race on EMC, not gonna lie. We can't overtake anyone. It's not possible. I'm leaving EMC racing this year, for sure.
Can you hear Fed? Because I can't. Where did he go?
No, I can't hear Fed. Fed, speak.
I still can't hear Fed.
I think I might have got fastest lap point.
Are we actually doing that?
Well, yeah, we have to, because we've done it already.
But I literally have no idea what the hell is going on because I started my mod after the race started because I forgot to start it. So I had no idea what the hell was happening.
That was rubbish. There was a boat in my pit stop. There was a boat in my pit. I literally lost like 10 seconds from that. That was horrible.
Try me.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to talk because you're here. And you had it even worse. But
I had to leave this. I had to close Minecraft and reopen it. And I still got P10.
that is a recovery. But like, I didn't even know. I didn't. Sorry, I just didn't know that.
I'm gonna end the stream now. Because I hope no one watched for the entire time, and I hope no one's hearing this right now. But that was the worst thing I've ever seen. It was honestly awful coverage. I'm really sorry. And if you DM me on Discord saying the words waterproof lilac, I'll give you 5,000 gold.